to the KJ&A podcast. My name is Kevin. I'm the K.
Wow, so fast. I'm Jay, the J.
And that is how it's done.
Correct. This guy over here is just being a little speed reader.
Well,
Wang!
well, well.
Well,
It is the beginning of January. It's the time that we're recording this.
yep. This is our first episode recorded during the new year.
During the new year. And what a year it's been. Let me tell you.
It's only been 3 days.
3 days in, let me tell you, what a year.
Jeremy Renner was put in the hospital on Sunday, apparently after getting slightly run over by a plowing machine.
How do you get slightly run over?
Hey, he was listed in critical condition. He's apparently doing okay. He's already put out a statement. He's got a picture of him after surgery. He's looking okay for the most part, but as far as how much injury damage was done, considerable. Apparently his neighbor had to actually help him. And luckily his neighbor is a doctor.
Oh,
So
that's I mean, if they're living, I'm guessing in like California, like
ish. Well, I mean, somewhere where there was
super
snow.
high fancy.
Somewhere where there was snow.
Oh,
Yeah. Somewhere
Wow.
where there was snow.
fancy schmancy.
So not California.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well.
well wishes to him and to his family.
Yeah, dude. That sucks. I mean, there's nothing else really to say about that.
In the very first few days, and especially after hearing that Barbara Walter died on New Year's Eve.
Barbara Walters.
Correct. So Barbara Walters passes. Jeremy Renner gets his legs run over. This is a pretty terrible
What
start
a
to the
year.
year for celebrities.
I mean, it's no 2020.
No, it's not 2020 anymore, but it seems like the curse of 2020 just keeps rolling in.
Stop it.
We're just gonna wait until
It has to be
2030 when
done.
everything's gonna cool down. It's gonna pass. 2030.
Our kids and our grandkids are just going to be like, fuck this. And they're just going to fix everything.
Hopefully,
Right?
do what we couldn't do.
Right?
Come on, guys, you can do it.
Right?
I believe in you.
We're raising them to be angry. So,
So nuke everything. That's the answer.
yeah. Wait.
Tantrums.
Yeah, tantrums will work.
Yeah.
It worked with the last president, didn't it?
So that's how our year's going. How about yours?
But besides that, do you have any resolutions, sir?
You know, I decided a few years ago that having a resolution was not a great idea because once you make that resolution at the beginning of the year, guess what happens? Within like 2 months, you gave that shit up. You were just like, I am done. Too strict or not strict enough. You're just like, well, it's back to the regular stylings of what I do on a normal basis. And so no resolution for this guy. How about you?
Honestly, the same. Because I've started resolutions where, like, 1 year I was like, I'm going to draw every day.
Right.
And I got like 2.5 months in. And I was like, it sucks. Like, I love drawing, but, like, when you're forced to drawing, you're like, fuck, I got 10 minutes. And so you got to, like, sketch that shit real fast. Every once in a while, you get, like, an hour or two where you could do a really nice, you know, bit of pencil work or whatever. But, like, yeah, and then 2.5 months in, I'm like, this is awful.
Life always gets in the way of a resolution. You want to get in shape, you will tell yourself, all right, you're going to go to the gym this day. But I will tell you what, whatever you're doing for work will find a way to be like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You're either going to work late or
You're tired.
you're tired as shit because you've already put in way too much work during that day and you will fall off the wagon so fucking fast. Oh, I'm going to do this diet. All right, you're going to start eating healthy. You're eating healthy. And then you're going to be like, I don't like eating salad every day. And you're just going to be like, I want that bag of chips. Nom, 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 nom. And guess what? Fall off the wagon. That is what a resolution does. It makes you fall off the wagon. You will become resolute for about 2 months. And then by March, you're going to be like, fuck this shit.
Well, like, I feel like resolutions are kind of like setting, like when you're setting goals for yourself.
I mean, a goal is something completely different than a
Well, in
resolution
my
for some
opinion,
reason.
the way I see it in my head
Okay.
is like I'm setting goals for myself. And if you set those little tiny short-term goals, like this week, I'm going to eat a salad for a meal. And then you eat a salad for that one meal, you're like, fuck yeah, goal achieved. But then setting a resolution is like setting a long-term goal. Like, by the end of the month, I'm going to buy 4 cars. And I feel like that's like way out of realism, if I'm being honest. Like, I think one time I set a goal, and it wasn't even like a goal I set. I said, I'm going to work out, and I did like the heavy, genuine weightlifting.
Right.
And I only ate for 6 months. I ate nothing but bagel burgers with cheese and protein shakes. Occasionally, I'd have an apple.
Right.
That was literally all I ingested while I worked out 5 times a week. And I went to work 40 hours a week, lifting heavy shit all day at work.
I'll tell you what, we were fit.
I was fit as fuck for 6 months.
We were fit at Lowe's. There was no doubt. So I remember, I think at the same time, I was like, I got to lose a little weight. I lost like 20 pounds in like a month one time. So 5 pounds a week. And I was like, hell yeah. About 160 pounds, looking fine. I was
Right?
like,
Right?
Then I had my daughter.
Dude, I remember specifically feeling at my most fit because when I was a kid, I was the slightly chunky guy. Like, I didn't play sports. I was a nerd, I had I was at work, and they had those machines that the portable forklifts,
Yeah.
the whatever the fuck they're called, the narrow aisle,
The cherry
trucks.
pickers.
Yeah. And they were made out of, like, they have that solid frame on top, so if a pallet falls on top, it's supposed to help you out and keep
Yeah.
you from instantly dying.
Yeah.
I grabbed that bitch, and I was talking to someone randomly, and I started doing pull-ups. And I was like, oh my God, I can do pull-ups. I can do pull-ups. And I sat there and did like 10 of them, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even feel winded. Like, this, it's fucking amazing. Oh my God. And everyone else is like, what the fuck's your big deal? I'm like, I'm doing pull-ups. I couldn't do one. Remember in high school when they did that bullshit?
yeah.
They were like, hang at your, a 90-degree angle, and however many seconds you last is a pull-up.
No, we didn't have to do that.
No, that's what because they knew we couldn't do a pull-up.
Oh, shit, no. By the time we were doing pull-ups in class, it was like, yeah, just do it. I think my max was about 16 around
I
there.
never did a pull-up until then.
This dude
Never.
was who apparently was doing like dance at the same time. This bro like pulled out like 20 something. I was like, I fucking hate you.
Right?
But
Good for you, but fuck you.
I was like, great feat of strength. All right, great. I still hate you though.
No, I actually, I've been thinking about. I do want to get back into, because I'll tell you what. Like, even though I was doing nothing but eating the same thing every day, I didn't crave anything because I never had sugar.
No, all that protein.
It was nothing but protein
Yep.
and meat, and like the only carbs I got was from that fucking wheat bagel
Yep.
and a little bit of cheese, and it was like that bullshit American cheese, and I cooked that shit on a George Foreman, so there was no grease.
Where's the fat?
Yeah, there was no
Nowhere.
fat. And I tell you what, like, I didn't crave food. I didn't crave specific, because I had to convince myself that I didn't enjoy just sitting and eating.
Right.
It was a means to an end. And so I would sit down to eat. I would work out, because that first hour after you work out is when you absorb the most protein.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would sit down and I would shovel that shit in my face, eat that protein shake, which tasted fucking awful. And I'd go to work, and on my lunch break, I would microwave a fucking
another one.
and I would shovel that shit in my face, chug down a protein shake that I poured the protein powder into a little water bottle. Yeah, it was disgusting. Yeah. But I chugged that bitch.
Those are the most terrible ones.
Oh, God. But you know what? I never felt fucking healthier and, like, better. I got pictures of myself back then. I'm like, oh, you hunky motherfucker.
Yeah, we fucking put in that work.
I was,
put in the work.
and I was thinking about it today, and I was like, when I get a chance, like, I really want, when I'm not working 50 plus hours a week,
Right.
I am going to do that again, because I felt fucking amazing when I was working out all the time. Like, I don't need to do the only strictly eating protein thing that I was doing before.
Right.
Maybe a protein shake right after I work out, because muscle buildup.
Oh, yeah. Don't go to Planet Fitness on like a Tuesday or thing. I forgot what day is pizza day, but they'll have like freaking. Yeah, yeah. So you do a workout and you come back and there's like boxes of pizza sitting there.
Why
by
would
the
you
door.
do that?
Carbs are for energy.
Carbs are for energy, but
Yeah.
you're trying to build muscle.
Pepperoni too.
Yeah, just give me all the pepperoni. That's all I need.
Just give me all the pepperoni.
Give me that pepperoni.
Where's the meat lovers pizza? I came for energy and protein.
I remember one time I broke and decided to go out to eat, and I went to Arby's.
That's not terrible.
And I did nothing but eat those roast beef fucking sandwiches.
Hey,
and it was the first time I had sat there and just was like,
God damn.
this tastes fucking good.
Exactly.
Was it really good? But fuck, man. Sometimes
It was different. It was different. It was not what you had been eating.
because it was like it wasn't those good meat patties either. It was like I could buy 20 of these for $8 at Walmart. You know?
There you go. Hey, quantity over quality.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
absorbing that protein because I ate like 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, you got to build the muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to eat a bit.
Yeah. I was no expert, but fuck, I felt good. I felt really fucking good.
I think I went because I leaned up.
Except for leg day.
Don't skip leg day.
Fuck. I never skipped leg day, but fuck, I felt awful trying to limp around and arm day. Arm day, you're just like, I can't. I gotta lift heavy bags of mulch at work because I would do my workout and then go to work for 9 hours out in a garden center lifting heavy ass bags of mulch.
I was
All
always,
fucking
I
day.
was always post.
No, it was
always
all.
post. It was like
It was either or.
whatever daytime. If I was working during the day, I would come home, do like a little something, and then like an hour and a half at night, just put it in, and wait an hour and then go to sleep, just so I can get the adrenaline down. But yeah, it was it had to be structured. And it was hard to structure it properly when you're like working various different shifts.
Yeah, I
all
didn't give a
those
shit.
chores.
I did it before work or after work, depending on what shift I work. Because sometimes you'd work from like 2 to 11. You're like, when I get home at 11:30, I'm not gonna feel like fucking working out.
Like I knew if my wife wasn't home, I'd be like, yeah, let me try to get like a quick workout in first thing in the morning before I go to work.
Yeah.
Which means getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and just doing it.
Yeah. Well, at the time, it was a different world
Yeah.
than it is now.
Yeah, nah. At this point, I'm like, at 6 o'clock, man, I ain't trying to do shit.
Yeah. But I tell you what, like, you felt. I wasn't trying to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, but fuck, I felt
Right?
so good. Like, I've never been that fit in my life.
I don't know. I think my first year in high school, when I ran track, yeah, that was probably equivalent to it.
Shit, I never did. The only sport I did in high school was volleyball, and the only reason I chose volleyball was because I wouldn't have to run around so much.
That's fair.
I was wrong.
I was a runner and a jumper from a young age, so I was just like, I like to run, I like to jump, and apparently, when this guy in high school says, "Man, you can run," okay, I'll run.
Yay!
So I ran.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
fun.
if I when I inevitably finish college and become a teacher, I will be running the D&D club, and that does not involve running
No,
at all.
it's just in the title, running the D&D
That's
club.
it. I'm running this module.
There you go.
That's it. Because
Why not?
people, I'm a nerd, and being a nerd now means something completely different than when it was a nerd when we were in school. Because
Facts.
when we were in school, I mean, we're almost 40.
Yeah.
When we were in school, being a nerd got your ass kicked. Now,
you liked anime? No.
yeah,
no.
No. Do you do anything but sports? Kick your ass.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I feel like it's almost the opposite.
It's completely the opposite. Well, I think it's on equal terms now.
Yeah, maybe that's more
Nerd and
appropriate.
jock have melded into a single union.
Yeah, it's like, oh, if you're a jock, cool. If you're a nerd, cool. Like we're all.
If you're both, dear God,
What have we made? What is happening?
Exactly. That's what it is. Now you can be a runner on a track team and also watch Demon Slayer and read a bunch of manga. You could be a Twitch streamer and still go out there and fucking hit balls. You could be you could be a professional bowler, and while you're sitting there waiting for your turn, just read a comic book. No one cares.
Yeah,
It's all good.
Yeah, it's not as looked down upon now as it was
not
then.
judged. It's not judged.
Yeah, because if you had comic books back in the day, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
And I think some of that actually probably stemmed from the pandemic. You know, being inside, you couldn't. Do
I think it
anything with
stemmed
anybody.
from Iron Man
Yeah, that
and the
too.
Marvel movies.
Yeah,
Like once that
you
started
know,
becoming mainstream, and they were like, "Holy shit, this is a really good movie," and they became invested.
Yes.
Then, I mean, that was it. Like everybody was a Marvel fan, and me and you were sitting around here going, "Motherfuckers, we always been a Marvel fan."
Man, I've been reading Marvel comics since it's friggin' 80s, man.
Yeah,
Since as soon as I could actually pick up a book and read.
yeah, I was reading fucking comics,
Spider-Man
and then
was my boy.
let me tell you, I remember picking up episode 1 of Deadpool when the comic book first came out, and I was like, "Oh my god, this guy's amazing!" Because at first it was Spider-Man. Of
course.
Spider-Man was the comic relief. He was funny.
I mean, he brought you in because, you know, with great power comes great responsibility, and
he was
that
down to
phrase-
earth.
Exactly, for kids, that was your in.
Yeah,
This is how you get into comic books, because he was a young man when he got his superpowers, and
and he was trying to balance high school
Bruh.
and a part-time job
Bruh.
and hiding his abilities.
I mean, that boy had a shit ton of shit on his plate.
He still got a shit ton of shit.
He always got a shit ton on his
Always.
plate.
That's his story.
It don't matter what Spider-Man you are. You got a
But
shit
then
ton of shit on your plate.
when I found out about Deadpool, I was like, this is even better. This guy is an a-hole, literally does not give a shit. And when they came out with the comic, I was like, this is the best day of my life. And I had the first, I think I still have the first 12 issues of the Deadpool comics when it first came out. And then everyone started liking Deadpool. And it became to the point where he was everywhere. And I'm like, I mean, not that it's not cool anymore, but it's at the point where I'm like, if everybody likes it, like, what's the...
Go. You can go ahead and be the old hipster and be like, I was in a Deadpool before anybody was in a Deadpool.
Yeah, I know, but I
perfectly
don't want to
fine.
be that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
As long as you're not a gatekeeper and being like, no, you guys can't like Deadpool because I was here first, and it's like, just don't be a gatekeeper.
Yeah, but I mean,
Because
it's not
people
like
are
I
like
have
that.
all the info on Deadpool. So I can't really say too much. Like, there are probably a lot of people who are super into it that know way more than I do, and I can't be like, sorry.
He's Canadian. He's technically a mutate, not a mutant. He's a mutate. His powers were given to him, not granted to him by his genetic relationship to anybody. Technically, his healing factor comes from Wolverine. So, ladies
But
and
it's
gentlemen,
stronger than Wolverine's, isn't it?
correct. Cancer sucks.
Womp womp.
Yep. So, yes, they did get some things right in the Marvel films by Fox.
I mean, but they really need to put Deadpool in the mainstream. But I think Ryan Reynolds said he was done with
Well, he's
Deadpool after the Wolverine thing.
Well, somehow he's getting ousted with the TVA, and he's going to get brought into the mainstream in his third film.
Really?
Yes. Owen Wilson has been said to be a part of the Deadpool 3 movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Whenever Owen Wilson pops in, now you're gonna be like, "Oh, you're mainstream, bitch."
Correct. or at least somewhere on the outliers with Loki. He's just like,
They really need to do what all the meme people, all the people online have posted, where like Deadpool becomes the new Stan Lee,
yeah, he should.
and he just makes an appearance, just cause.
Ryan, we know you're so very diversified in everything that you're doing.
But
Between
Ryan, we
cell
love
phone
you.
service, Gin, Wrexham AFC, movies, little bouts on TV. Hey, you can afford to take a little time to make a little cameo in like every Marvel movie,
Yeah, it'll take you like 10 minutes.
because you can just do it.
Yeah, Just do it.
You're a first and done. I think you can do it.
You're not going to need like a week's worth of takes. It'll take you maybe a day at most.
Get in the suit.
Get in the suit. Fucking make some quip in a green screen.
Don't even have to put on makeup. Just be there.
No.
Just be there.
No, just be there.
Yep.
I mean, really, they could put anyone in the suit and then
You
just
do the
have
voice.
him voice.
Yeah, just be the voice.
That's it. Come on,
You're
Ryan.
done. And you're done.
Don't you want to replace Stan Lee? Everyone loves you.
You're just as lovable as Stan. Maybe. For the movies.
Maybe. I don't know. You know, every time I heard an interview from Stan Lee, he was kind of a cocky asshole.
Why not be?
He had every right to be. I'm not saying he didn't have every right to be.
Correct.
But I'm saying, do you have to be? Do you have to be one of the people I want to eat when we eat the rich? Do you have to be?
Save him for last. You can tell stories.
But still.
Elon, you're done.
Goodbye.
Bezos, done.
Goodbye. No one likes you.
Trump, done. Oh, Trump first.
No. Oh, God, please. No, I can't get into that.
No?
No politics.
No, he's pretty fucking rich. And he's pretty large.
He's faux rich.
Doesn't matter. He still has a lot of fat on them bones. He's got more than Elon. He's got more than Bezos.
No, I can't talk about this.
If I were to go down in the line of cannibalism,
he's all fat. I mean, but that goes along with keto, so.
Hey, just adds the flavor once you roast. Yeah. All that Cheeto
I wouldn't want
dust.
to put my mouth on that. Have you seen that shit?
All that Cheeto dust. Come on.
All that KFC's been imbibing.
He's gonna be cheesy as fuck.
All that KFC.
Bitch.
Hey, what's that? I'm inviting all the football players to the White House. Enjoy your McDonald's.
So much cheese. Can I have the cheese, please?
Oh, God. I really don't want to get into politics.
We don't have
just
to get into politics. I'm just talking about rich people in line of how I'm going to eat
how I'm going to eat them.
Trump, cheesy, fatty. Elon, he's a little chubby, but you know.
It doesn't matter.
And then Bezos.
Yeah.
Bezos.
Exactly.
Bezos doesn't have a lot of meat on his bones. He kind of looks like Lex Luthor. So
That's
fast.
true. That's true.
Fast.
Have you seen? Do you watch any of John Oliver? Last Week Tonight.
No, but since he's on HBO Max, I think I can.
Just watch all the shit. Like it's a combination of eye-opening and depressing. Every single episode he posts.
Kind of like Jon Stewart's new shtick. Have you seen?
Has he posted new shit?
Oh no,
Does he have new shit?
he's been doing a new show outside of the Daily Show.
Well, Jon Stewart hasn't been on the Daily Show in fucking years, right?
Correct. He's been doing new stuff outside of that.
What has he done outside of that? I remember no, that wasn't.
Find him on Facebook.
Was it him? Was it him? Comedians in cars drink coffee.
No, that was Seinfeld.
That was Seinfeld.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
That was
Okay.
Jerry.
Yeah, because he always got some fancy ass car.
It was
And
nice. I thoroughly enjoyed the episode of him and Jim Carrey.
I was about to say, fucking Jim Carrey.
I knew
Man,
it.
That dude is I idolize that motherfucker so much.
Well, again, I'm pretty
When
sure
I was
we
a kid-
brought him up in the podcast multiple times.
Yes, because I love him. I idolize that motherfucker. And then, after watching something like that, where I'm like, are you being funny? Are you genuinely fucking crazy now? I'm so sad.
Jim is.
I mean, he's been I think he said the last shit he was going to do was that Sonic being Robotnik.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's. No, wasn't there something else he was doing?
I think if they want him back for 3, I think he'll do 3.
No, I mean, I thought there was something else he was doing besides Sonic.
There might be. I honestly have not taken a look.
I haven't taken a look at either, but I know he was considering doing something else. Well, I heard that he was doing something else, and it was going to be his last. But I mean, Jim Carrey is kind of he got rich, and then he was kind of fuck the rich. I don't like this.
I mean, it's kind of like what Dave Chappelle did. He was
Yeah, he got famous, and then he was like,
this is
fuck
crazy.
this. Yeah, these people are nuts.
And then he ran to Africa.
Yeah, and then he disappeared
you
in
know
Africa
what?
for a while.
I don't blame him.
No, not at all.
I don't blame
like
him.
that's why I'm saying
Fame,
like
fame can destroy destroy a life as much as make a life. I mean,
you know, and I made I was thinking about it today actually on my way to work. I was like, you know, what would I do if I won the lottery? Like, winning the lottery would be fun. Win me like $1 million, half
Right.
a million, whatever. But at the same time, it's like if you make that amount of money, you got to think like, what can I do to make sure that I keep money coming in? Like, there is no, I don't know. You could get a shitload of money. You could buy a house. You could buy a car. You could pay off all your debt, and then you got nothing.
in this day and age, yeah.
And you're starting at zero,
Yeah.
for example. So, like, what are you going to do to make sure that money keeps coming in? So, my thought was buying like 20, 30 acres of land, right? Just building crazy ass, like, unique as fuck cabins to rent out. So, like a geodome.
Ooh.
Or like a house on stilts. Because people go ape shit for that. And they're like, I have to spend $500 a fucking night to stay here? Fuck yeah. Okay. Great. Like, all I gotta do is pay to plow down a line of the woods, make this one open area, make sure they got beds and fucking kitchen supplies,
Right.
and it's got electricity. Done. I'm making constant money. Because once it's out there and it's on Airbnb or whatever the fuck else is on there,
Yeah.
done.
Sure.
So I could do like you drive out to the middle of my property, there's a loop, and it's like you got, you know, house Calcutta, that's this one. You want to go down this way, that's house Pluto. You want to go down this way, it's house whatever the fuck. You want to go down this one, it's house log cabin. You want to go down this one, it's, you know, like have like 6 fucking random ass houses. And then I'm generating income with my $1 million. And then when I die, my kids have it. And they have shit continuing to generate income. And all I have to do is go there afterwards and clean up the bullshit they made.
So basically,
I was like, this could work. But, I mean, step 1, win the lottery.
yeah, that is the problem.
Or take out a huge ass loan.
Yeah.
Which that would take years to pay back.
We steer clear of the whole. Let's give money to get the money to give us money. Yeah, because banks just be like, hey, let me just rub my hands together in a egregious fashion. Yes, come. We'll give you money.
But you're thinking like, seriously, there's a place. It's 2 hours north of here.
Yes.
That I've looked in that is in the middle of nowhere, and it is booked solid for the next 2 years, and it is a middle of nowhere. It's on these people's property where they live.
Huh.
It's middle of nowhere, and it's just a simple ass cabin with 1 bedroom. Like, it's got a grill, got a hot tub, and that's pretty much it. But because of the uniqueness of the actual house itself, these motherfuckers are pulling in like $400 a day. So you're telling me if I pull in a loan where I can get something like that built on my property, and I think the only thing that would be a real issue would be like running the electricity. But because they don't need fucking cable, you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. You need to expect to bring DVDs.
There's a show on Netflix, and I forgot what the name of the show is, but it would be 3 people, and what they would do, they would travel the world. I want to say it was like literally the world, and it would give you 3 different perspectives of a certain type of place you could stay. Your high end, your mid, and your low. And they had some amazing architectural places that you could go to. Great places just out in the wild. Or places that were just like It looked like it was in the wild, but it was like nestled in the middle of a city. So, I bring to you this concept. What if you take some of the higher valued ideas from that show, recreated them on your property, and then allowed people to experience them there rather than having to travel to other countries when you have it right here?
Exactly. I mean, you'd have to find the right carpenter. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you start with one.
One, make money off of that one.
You make money off that one, and
Make another.
if I'm people are paying like $300-$400 a night to stay there,
Right.
then over the summer, which I assume some people would not be, maybe weekends up until then.
Right.
But even on weekends, I'm making $1,500,
Yeah.
or even just $1,000 on one weekend. I'm sorry, I'm totally like discussing financial bullshit, but this is just what was running through my head. I was like, because I mean, you can say, "Oh, I'm investing in this property," but you know what? I've bought books on investing just to try and learn about it because it seems fascinating to me, and it feels like gambling.
It can be.
Unless you can buy Google stock,
Right.
or Facebook stock, which even then, eventually, it's gonna go down. Eventually. Maybe not right now because everyone's still using Google as a verb.
Can you
So-
Google it?
I'm Googling it.
Not just search,
Yeah,
But
you're
Google.
Googling it.
because 9 times out of 10, your operating system is based on Google.
Yeah, and then Bing tries to come in. You're like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And then you use Bing to find Google.
Yeah, I think at one point it was Yahoo was somebody's main search engine. I can't remember whose, but yeah, Google has become like your main
Yeah,
search engine.
yeah. And it's the simplest thing ever.
Yeah, simple as fuck.
But I mean, that was my main thought was like, if I had money, how would I continue to make sure money continues going? Because if it was me, without thinking of an idea of how to continue to make money, it's like I would sit at home and I would teach myself programming and I would learn to program and draw video games. And that's what I'd want to do.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to make your own game.
No.
Because
And
a lot of indie games get picked up, and look at where they are now.
It would be
They're
my
very
magnum
mainstream.
opus. It would be my magnum opus, and it would be all because I really enjoy the aspect of like Minecraft, where it's
Right.
always random. I enjoy the aspect of like Spelunky, where it's always a different thing every time. I enjoy the aspect of like Fortnite, where you pick open chests and it's random shit what you're getting.
Right.
I like that random aspect because that makes it different every time.
Right. It's basically a roll of the dice. There's a series that's on Netflix right now that is basically like that called Kaleidoscope. It's an 8-episode series, and depending on how you watch it, changes your perspective of how the show goes. But you always end with the episode named White. So they're based on colors.
What?
Yes. So I looked at it, or my wife sent me a TikTok about it. No matter how you watch the series, you always end at White. White is the end of the series. So every 7 episodes, you can watch them in any fashion. I think the dude said there was like 5,000 different possibilities of how you could watch the show, and it would change your perspective of it every time.
What?
Yes. So it's on my watch list.
I've been watching
Random stuff.
on Netflix. I've been watching Alice in Borderland.
I heard that was a good series.
It's on the second season, and I'm a couple episodes into the second season, and I thought it was really fucking fascinating because most of the people you like die. It's kind of like Walking Dead, but at the same time, you're like, I really want to know what the fuck is going on.
I'm hoping that Squid Game's second season comes out this year myself.
Why did he go back to the Squid Game afterward? Why?
I know, he was like, I'm out, I'm good.
Yeah, and then he was like in a business suit, had all his money,
I
was
got a
gonna go see his daughter, and then was like, "Fuck this!
I got
What
a
are you gonna do?
feeling-
Stop it?"
Yeah, I feel like that's his whole agenda now, to try to stop it.
Are you really going to stop it?
Probably not.
No.
He'll probably become like the right hand man and just be like, "Can I enjoy this new inch of power I have?" He's the guy in the mask.
Yeah, second episode, you'll wonder what's happening to him at the end, and then third season, it'll be some new person we're following, and we're like, what the fuck? And he gets in the Squid Game, and then they go through the thing, and then suddenly they get to the ending, and you realize, oh shit, it's been that dude from the first one the whole time who's been running this shit now.
Could be. Be interesting. Another one I would like to have seen a second season, or hope to see a second season, is Sweet Home.
Sweet Home was good.
Right?
I loved Sweet Home.
That was so good.
I mean, like some of the animation could have been better, but Sweet Home was really good.
I mean, honestly, I think it would be, if I were to put it into something that I've already seen, like Devilman.
I haven't seen Devilman.
Really? Oh my god.
What is that from?
Devilman is like an old anime and manga. Dude named Akira Fudo, his best friend Rio loses his father, but it's not until after he comes back from like this like stint in America that Akira finds out that Rio's father was killed by a demon. And after he died, dude was like, my dad weighed like 6 pounds more than he did when he was alive. He was like, what? Yeah. Doing the autopsy, there was a demon in him. What?
That weighed 6 pounds?
Apparently hadn't fully matured. But you don't know how the demons actually jump into people's bodies. So they go to this nightclub. You know, gangs and shit, lights and music. In the middle of that shit, something pops off. People start getting it freaking possessed by demons. Before the end of this night, Akira's like trying to run off and dip. Nope. He's about to get possessed by a demon. But instead of the demon completely taking over him, Akira takes control of the demon's power. He turns into Devil Man.
What?
Yeah. It's a crazy concept.
Wait. I need to like look this shit up on like Netflix or some shit.
Netflix has the updated series Devilman Crybaby.
That's what that is?
Yes.
Okay, I need to download this shit. Devil Man
Crybaby.
Yep, there it is. Download. Download now, bitch. I ain't asking you to connect to Wi-Fi.
There was a secondary series of the original called Devil Woman, which you can find on Amazon Prime right now.
Devil Woman?
Yes. Not completely tethered to the original Devil Man. But it's interesting.
Okay. Are you saying there's lots of boobies?
I don't know. I don't know why you would tell anybody about that. I don't think there's boobies in there. I mean, just, the main female character is a woman.
I mean, that's the first thing you do when you turn into a demon is you break out of your shirt.
You didn't hear it from me. Just saying.
Anyways, so yeah, resolutions. Make money.
Again, I don't have a resolution. I want to keep this driving.
I agree. My resolution, I will say a resolution is to hopefully do better with this, because I mean, I'm trying not to keep expectations high because I don't want to be disappointed. But at the same time, I'm going to work hard to keep this going. Because I really enjoy this, regardless of how much, if we make money or anything on this.
It's not about making money. It's about having fun.
No, it's having fun. And I have fun coming here every week and shooting the shit with you.
There you go.
So, yeah.
So, folks, this is our first episode outside of our anime film reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Our last episode was still anime based, but it was based on series, and it was kind of a continuation of our Evangelion.
Because we just had to finish this shit out. Like, there's so much I still could talk about. Since then, I've watched the end of Evangelion and, what was it, Death 2?
Death True.
Death
Squared.
True, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it. I could talk about that shit. Anyways.
We'll get around to that at some point. But
anyways.
For now, you can reach us at KJNA Podcast on Facebook, Twitter,
Yep.
TikTok,
Yep.
and on Instagram. You can also read us at
KJNApodcast@gmail.com. That's where you can email us directly and we'll respond back quite quickly.
quite quickly.
And let's see, we got the Facebook, we got the TikTok, right?
Yeah.
We got the Twitter.
But you also can reach us through our Facebook group, KJNA Community. And
Yeah.
with KJNA Community, you can find us in the KJNA chat, doing it up. It's been kind of quiet again because, we've been doing a lot of restructuring since we're on a wider scope and we're trying to get out there bigger with videos and lives and,
There's a lot going on.
yeah. So bear with us. We're trying new things. We're hoping you like the new things. If you
Let
like
us
the
know
new
what you
things,
think.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know what you think because your opinion matters. That's all.
Freaking wrecked. So, from us to you, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and bye-bye.
Whatever time. Bye.